All right, we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the daytime stream. It's Thursday. Let's turn this down. Got some lovely Pokemon music playing. So it is Thursday, and it's a cold, rainy day. Was there a stream last night? There was a little stream. I made it private. TCC in the case of the missing late night stream. All right, here we are. Yeah, there's a little stream. If a stream's not like good enough, I'll make it private sometimes. But it was really short. You didn't really miss much. Look at that! Whoa! So nice. Oh. Brr, says Intergalactic Human. We are still working on that rocket pack break. 3 people are in. We need 8 more people? I think we need 8 more people. You know, honestly, we've had so many cool things coming on in the menu. I'm pretty sure I received the football cards today as well. So stay tuned for the football cards. They'll probably be on the menu tonight. We got a new round of football. And they could even arrive halfway through the stream. So, because usually this is around FedEx, UPS, they usually deliver around this time. So here it is, One Piece. What's the name of it? Mighty Enemy? I think it's called Mighty Enemy. John's Discord got hacked. Yeah, I was talking to John about that earlier today. Everything's fine. He's got control of the account. Mr. John might have been clicking on a link he wasn't supposed to. Oh, cool. There's no promo in these. I didn't like the promo packs in the other ones. I think there's 24 packs in a box. Let's count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Foosball Sneeple. All right, very cool, man. So there's 24 packs in a box. Now, these packs come out of a box that came out of a sealed case. So I only get cases for you guys. And yeah, so hopefully we pull some nice hits. I don't know what the chase card in these are, but One Piece has done all right on this channel. I noted that One Piece English, One Piece Paramount War, One Piece Japanese Romance Dawn, those were all real expensive, and that once upon a time they weren't when they launched. Now I don't know if that'll happen again. There we go. I'm starting to cough. I don't know if that'll happen again with these, but if they do, I recommend opening them now before they get expensive. Here we are, back again, streaming again. Fix my light here so it's out of my eyeballs. How's it going, everybody? We got some lovely slabs up here. I removed 1 or 2 of them and placed them into the Discord channel. So if you didn't know this, in our Discord channel, I got a channel for selling slabs. I post my most expensive slabs over there, and then you could go shop those if you want. Did you price sell the CGC Shining Legends Mewtwo you had the other night? No, that has not been priced and it's not sold. Let's see what we got getting onto the table right now. We need to get some fresh cards up here. There he is. You like that guy? We'll get him up there. I think we already have one of these other guys up here. Hold on. That's a pity that this got an 8.5. That's so rough, man. You know what I'm thinking? So when you zoom in, I think they don't like this. See how there's a little bit of a lip right there on the card? Even though it's dark blue, it's painted properly, it's got a little bit of a lip. I suspect that they grade against the lip. That's my guess. I think, in my opinion, that that's too harsh. I wouldn't have done that myself. It is slightly off center, but really not much. So this is just kind of a disappointing grade on this. Yeah, I feel that it's a grading card company's job to sort of grade in a way that the majority of heavy collectors kind of agree with, you know what I mean? So when you're grading that harshly, it's like, it makes grading with you harder because it's like, dude, why would you, who cares? It doesn't have a white dot. It looks very nice. The grader had a bad day. I wouldn't even notice that. Well, obviously there has to be something that lowered the grade down so much. I mean, you can see the centering's not perfect, but it's good. It's decent centering. I mean, PSA would probably turn that into a 10 based on the centering alone. PSA is not as harsh on the centering, but it's the corners that aren't. Man, I hate these sleeves. These sleeves are sort of, the sleeves hide too much. I need to get a different sleeve, man. But yeah, I mean, so when you tilt it, you can see there's a little bit of whiting right there. Do you see that? All right, so you could almost call that a white dot or a bad edge. Yeah, it looks like a white dot, so that makes sense. But that shouldn't lose you a point and a half. And then my guess, you see that little lip? When we tilt it, the light reflects the lip. See the lip? right up there. So my guess is that what brings us down so much is they're harshly grading that lip, and it's like, but so many cards have that. I don't really consider it that big of a flaw. I don't think it, aesthetically, I don't think it affects the card that much. Like from a technical viewpoint, yeah, there's cards out there, like these Japanese cards, they don't have such a problem with the lip, but yeah, I don't think that it matters that much, but it does to them. They're extremely harsh. CGC is super harsh, man. So when you send in cards to them, it really does have to be flawless. And I think CGC is a great company to send in cards that are nearly flawless, or like these really high quality WEISS cards, really high quality Japanese Pokemon cards. You send them English, you're going to get bent over, man. Like 8.5. This card might very well be a 10 with PSA, because PSA doesn't care about the lip, and they might overlook the light dot here, and it's decently centered. So this, you know, this could be a 10 with PSA, but it's an 8.5 with CGC, and that is a big difference between the two grading companies. It also means when you go to buy a CGC graded card and it says 10, it means it's a very good card, guys. Very good. All right, we'll place this guy up here for $30. EX Team Rocket Returns 2004. How about this Mewtwo? So he's asking about this Mewtwo. Now, obviously, this is in English as well. And actually, you can kind of see what's wrong here. Check this out. Something wrong right there. Yeah, it's like a blob. So that's not right. So that one has a bit of a blob. Man, I need like a cloth. All these CGC slabs have dust on them when you get them back. Actually, I want to say 8.5 is generous on this slab because look, it's thin here and thick here. So that already should get you like a full point off. But then you also have this here. I mean, I feel like this one could have graded lower than 8.5. This one definitely could have been an 8 because that blob's a pretty significant flaw. Your eyes are drawn to it instantly. So the fact that this card and this card graded the same is like a mystery. Here we are. So if this was graded with me, there's a very fair chance that would have turned into a TheCardconomist 10, and this would have been a TheCardconomist 8. Differences in grading, see? All right. Unless there's some hidden flaw like a print line, you can't really see print lines. Once they're encapsulated, very hard to see the print lines on a non-hollow card. So if that's got a print line on the surface somewhere, okay, now it makes a lot more sense again. But, you know, I didn't grade it that way when I sent it out. I didn't actually, like, look it over. I really don't do that. I just don't have time. So, let's see. $78. He was curious about this one, so we're pricing it up for him. That's a usual defect on those Mewtwo, so they might have taken that into consideration. All right, so it looks like we are probably going to do... we're going to ask for about 90. There we go. Lovely. What else we got here? We got this Gengar, Delphox, Executor. These will make great giveaway slabs. They're very cheap. You guys donated those hollows to me anyways. So those are donated hollows. So I'm going to give them back to you guys. I paid $15 to get them graded, and they grade poorly. This Dusclops, those are giveaways for sure. Ah, that's a cute Lugia, man. That'll probably sell. But yeah, you guys gave these cards to me for free. I appreciate that. And let me give you these slabs for free. I like when Mr. just smacks the slabs. Giveaway? Here we are. So we'll sell this Lugia. I suspect somebody will want the Lugia. I don't know what he's worth. Did John tell you about his Discord being hacked? I heard about that. There's the Lugia. And let me set these to the side. So how about this Dusclops? You know, I have a suspicion how he graded. So I was looking this card over myself. When you zoom in, here, let me... I wasn't sure how CGC would grade this. When you zoom in, you probably see this. Where is it? It's hard to show you. So basically in the hollow, maybe I can see it with my eyes instead of through the camera. On the card, there are print lines that occur. I'll zoom out. There are print lines that occur on these reverse hollows, and they're very vague, but they're there. But it's part of the printing. It's not part of like a flaw on the card. And so I wondered if CGC would actually, hey, wow, this is unusual actually. I just noticed their label's more sophisticated. Look at this. I think that's new, isn't it? Also, I noted that the label, no. Yeah, this right here appears to be new. Did they make their label more sophisticated? Huh. Yeah, I don't know. The stream was hacked? No. John was getting with all of us. Average player to me before he got hacked. Yeah, last night's stream was not hacked. Who wants this Dusclops? Not new, says Ricardo. Marshall Weber got it. You got it, Marshall Weber. Did you kiss my pack last night? I did. Yes, I did actually. Sergio, did you not see it? Did you fall asleep? I kissed your pack just like you asked me to. I went, mwah. So, let's see. Dragonite. Rescuing Pikachu. This was it. You got consciousness and congratulations. A little bit of white dots on the edge here, unfortunately. Looks like it came with this card too, and this card. Here we go. All right, let's see what's next. Olivia Hunnikin. A round of international shipping. I have a small bag, 3 slabs, an empty vintage booster pack, and here's my phone number. Hello, Olivia. Let's get your international shipping. There was a stream last night? Yeah, we did a real late night stream. Yes, sir. Have we shipped to her before? No. Okay, we're shipping to Olivia for the first time. Let me start by... Oops. Hold on. Let me start by seeing if my software does a thing yet. Okay, yeah, it goes all the way up to 16. That's cool. Let me go ahead and log into PayPal. We're going to go get your address, Olivia. I woke up at 2:30 and had a notification from 10 minutes before Mr. went live. The mold took over the stream last night. I do suspect that there is mold in here. Just sent payment for the Mewtwo. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, my wife is noticing there's an odd smell in the house too, so we're both pretty aware of it. Okay, here is... Where's Olivia? Oh, there she is. Plumbing leak? Be careful because mold can be deadly. Mold in the house, burn it all down. We are going to hire a mold guy to come out here and test our house. From the UK? I want to visit the UK. Hold on, Olivia. It's having me edit your address a bunch. All right, woo. She's in London. I want to visit. When do I get to go to London? God, I'm missing out on so much. Okay, and now I've got the phone number. Give me a moment. So you say you had 3 slabs. Almost done. I gotta make the custom thingamabobby here. Well, it's like they updated it. Looks like it's been through an update, this whole format. Whew, there we go. That's a lot of work, man. All right, the label is made. Very nice. I believe your empty pack was in there. It felt like it was. Mister has to run cartel no time for trips. How much for your whistle at my divorce? Oh, no, at your divorce. Are you getting divorced? Have you tried putting sawdust on it? There are any Dragonites available. Saw one earlier today. I was wondering if it was still around. A holographic one, are you referring to? Oh, look at this. We got this signature card here. That's from Sneaker Bunko. I paid some money for that, man. Too bad it only graded 9.5. That's a bummer. Yeah, that's some harsh freaking grading, dude. CGC does not grade nice. That is a lie. CGC grades very harshly. People earlier were saying, oh, yeah, I'm getting too many, you know what I mean? They're saying, I'm getting too many 10s. Nah, they grade very harsh. Maybe there was like a grader over there who was too generous and they got rid of him. Deedlit and Rhodes Night Parn from Sneaker Bunko. That's a signature from Sneaker Bunko. Now, that is not an expensive signature from Sneaker Bunko because it doesn't have any boobies in it, okay? It doesn't have any naked people in it. So let's go look it up. I'm going to type in Sneaker Bunker signature. Okay, so there's not one for sale. Maybe one is sold in the past. Let's check there. Nope. Well, I'm just not sure then. So I do not know what to do. Here's what I'm going to do. You ready? I'm going to set it to $250. And each day that goes by, I'll decide to make it cheaper. If no one buys it, it gets cheaper. So that one ticks down. Oops. Are we zoomed in? Oh, we were zoomed in. Can't just be zoomed in. Whoa, just saw a card I've never seen. Tyranitar EX Delta Species Electric Type. I think I got like 3 of those, Tibbies. I collect that. You want to see it real fast? I'm going to go grab my... Give me a second, guys. I got to show off. He just mentioned one of my favorite cards. So he must be referring to a different Tyranitar. This one's a fire type. I think there is an electric type, yeah. I remember it. I never collected it, though, because I thought it was uglier than this one. Look at that. Fancy, man. That's cool. That's a flex. I'm buying those up. Where do I put them now? Okay, there we go. Anthony Chavez, 1 Pixar, 2 Lost Abyss. 1 Pixar, 2 Lost Abyss. Put them in my bag, says Josie Joe Joseph Albrecht. There we go. 2 lost bussies. You got it, man. Think you gave me this cough, mister. How dare you? The one I saw was an EX. Ah, that makes sense. I've seen that one too, yeah. I've seen the artwork for that one. I don't like it. There's actually, I think there's like an Unseen Forces Tyranitar, and it's an EX as well. Excuse me. And he looks so cool. I just can't stop coughing. He looks so cool, but every time I see him, he's like $5,000 or $4,000. I'm like, nah, can't do it. It's too high. Too high of a price. For me, anyways. I mean, I can afford it. It's not that I can't afford it. There we go. It's just that I don't agree with the price. There's too many other good cards to buy. There we go. That's for Anthony Chavez. Ugh. So many perverts decide to click that link. I think it means so many simple men. I'm a simple man. I see cheeks, I click. No, but I don't recommend clicking any links that get messaged to you in Discord. Obviously, that is a hack, so do not click on links in Discord. If you are solicited a link, it is a hack, and they will hack your account and then push the link even further. Here's an Andrew Chavez. I feel like I did this last time. And be a simple kind of man. That's the song you're referring to. Some say men of culture. Can I mail 2 anime cards for you to grade? You could. Be kind of expensive. Think with your head, not with your peepees. Right now we have like a static shipping price of $25 for grading. I mean, I guess if you sent them in and then paid for shipping later, maybe, I don't know. The way mail-ins are set up, we automatically return ship them to you, so we make you pay for the shipping up front. But I guess if you mailed them in and didn't pay for the shipping up front, and then we didn't automatically, well, no, because I don't want to have to determine that. That's the problem. Maybe tell you what, if you shipped it in and your note said not to return ship it, there you go, we could do that. And then later you can ask if it's done, and I would say, you know, yeah, actually, it's tough, man. Did the Dragonite sell? What's your favorite Dragonite? What's my favorite Dragonite? Rocket Returns Dragonite. Or the No Rarity Team Rocket First Edition Dragonite. Those are both really good. I just like your subs all. Oh, no problem, man. You know, we're really scrappy. The grading's really designed for cards that were opened here on the table, but we allow mail-ins too now, but we're trying to find the best system to do that. What's your opinion on UFOs? I'll when I see it, I'll believe it. I get that there's a possibility for UFOs. Until there's little gray men walking around, I don't really care. They don't affect, the idea of UFOs doesn't affect me until I see little gray men walking around. Sergio, L12, 6 Resurgence of Power. That's these wonderful cards right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My mail-in's coming soon. You know what? I'm going to have a cough drop. That's what I'm going to do. So I have an air purifier running in the room now. Yep, we got an air purifier, everyone. Where do you buy your Japanese packed booster box? I buy them from Japan. Aliens will cause the stock market to crash. All right, here we go. Now I got a cough drop in my mouth. Steep. All right. So easy. Look at these beautiful packs he's having me open. Must be nice. You can chill back on your couch, kick your feet up, watch everyone else's cards get open, and then see your cards get open. Aliens will stop nukes. Ooh, Ultimecia. Ooh. Okay. Berserker. Hashmal Theodore. Sent towards my SLAB-AWAY. Cool, man. Thanks. I appreciate that. Maria. Ave Maria. I'm probably sleep deprived because of the daytime streams. Iris. There you go. Donald Trump listens to Iris. It's his favorite song. I need that Maria. There we go. I was raised Catholic, so I had to listen to that Ave Maria song all the time. Oh, we gotta actually put this in your bag too, don't we? Why is vacuuming the funnest chore? Any cool jokes? No. There we go. 6 Resurgence of Powers done. Kurt Marino. 16 packs of the new One Piece. I was waiting for that to come in. New One Piece, everyone. Who will be the next Republican president? I don't know. I feel like all of our current politicians kind of bore me. They're not very inspiring. Do you collect Legendary Collection Reverse Hollows? No, I like those a lot. I like them a lot. I do collect those. And it is difficult to get them at a good price. They are very expensive. I'm a swing kind of guy. That's right. I'm a swinger. But actually, when I was younger, I learned how to swing dance, and I used to dance quite a lot when I was younger. So when I was a homeschooler in the Homeschoolers Association, they hired a professional swing dancer to teach all the kids how to do swing dance. And then they hosted dances like all the time. And what happened was I did not sign up for that. I was not interested in dance. That was a girl thing. You know, dance is gay. Remember that? 1990s. Dance is, that's gay, bro. And what happened was basically the operator of the Homeschool Association, the person who ran the whole thing, was my close friend's mother. So one of my best friends as a homeschooler, his mother ran the whole thing. And so she was like the big dog. And they didn't have enough boys for the girls for the swing dance. So all these girls signed up to get the swing dance instructions, and they didn't get enough boys. So what did she do? She pulled her son into it, and she pulled me as well, because I hang out with their son. So I ended up getting free lessons on swing dance, and so I learned that for like a year. And then, yeah, I just actually really enjoyed it. It was really fun. And not just that, but like if you dance with the girl, they like fall in love with you instantly. They all look at you with doe eyes, basically. They're like, oh my God, he's dancing with me. So it's very easy. Girls do like to dance. So I ended up learning a lot about swing dance. Here we are. Ooh. I don't do it anymore. Now I'm a couch potato. That's not good, huh? All right. They like body dancing. I did swing dancing in elementary and loved it because I got to hold girls' hands. Yeah, exactly. So at first I was like, this is super gay. That's how I felt. When I was like 15, I think, right? So, and I was like, this is very dumb. But then it's like, all right, now put your hand on her. Put her hand on her shoulder or hip or whatever it was. Oh, right, she puts her hand on your shoulder and you put your hand on her hip. And all of a sudden, you have like an excuse to touch all the pretty girls. I was like, oh, actually, this is very good. Here we are. Whoa! You gotta remember, this is Catholic homeschoolers. You did not come near the girls. You didn't go anywhere near them. You're not allowed to. Girls wore dresses. It was very, it was not liberal at all. It was the opposite of liberal. Did you see the John Fetterman news? No, I did not. Who's John Fetterman? Here we are. That looks like Pinocchio, dude. Who the... Whoa! What the... Oh my God, I think I like One Piece now. No, I'm just kidding. I danced for the Thunder Down Under in Vegas. Did anyone else have teachers with flashlights at their middle school dances that would walk around making sure no kids were grinding? That's sad, dude. Now, you may dance, but you may not dance in a way that is sexual. Okay. That's dumb, dude. The senator that had a stroke. Fetterman had a stroke. That's why I recognized his name. He's not a super he's not a super important senator though, huh? Bruh, teachers are perverts. I put my hand on your hip. When I dip, you dip. We dip. Oh, I recognize those lyrics. There we go. He checked himself into the hospital for clinical depression. Really? But it wasn't depression. Was it a stroke? Hey, Mr. Am I Latte? You are Latte. Here come the grind police. Get those grind police out of here. Kurt Marino with the K. Where's Kurt Marino's bag? Thank you, Kurt, for being the first person to open these. Oh, he says I'll need a new bag. You got it, man. He's the one on that beat Herschel Walker. What? Ooh. Yeah, there were a bunch of homeschool dances, believe it or not, and they were really large. Homeschoolers from surrounding cities would all, kind of join up, and there'd be like 300 kids. It was huge. We'd have like a basketball, thing rented out, and you couldn't move. It was so full. A contradiction to the idea that homeschoolers don't socialize, don't go out of their homes. Not true at all. There we go. Oh, Fetterman. Fetterman. That's not a Republican, that's a Democrat. Wait. I remember now. John Fetterman checks to seek treatment for clinical depression. And so, okay. I got you. He's not a Republican. He's a Democrat. And he surprisingly won despite clearly being affected by his stroke. So he was in his debate versus Dr. Oz, who was running for senator. And he just couldn't even talk. And he still won. And it was believed that he won because people identify with somebody who's struggling with their health that way. So many people relate to the sort of heart attack and stroke problem that it is believed he was voted for anyways. Very interesting, right? Even though it seemed that he would not be able to serve very well as a result of his condition. Now his wife is going to take over. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Here's Christopher Scheibel. Full payment for Shining Legends Mewtwo. You got it, man. Beautiful card. Ah, yes, Dr. Oz, not Walker, my bad. I know Dr. Oz was like a TV personality and all that, but he sounded good up on that stage. I didn't hear him say too much crazy stuff. Dr. Oz. Robert Brown, sniping the Dragonite 9.5. Here's a Dragonite. Ooh. Die-cut Dragonite. I don't see a Dragonite up here, though. Hold on. We might have missed it somehow. Boy, we need to get this done. The booby card break is, I feel sorry for the guys in that. They're just waiting and waiting and waiting. There it is. We found it. Robert Brown. There we go. Thomas Hogg, 10 packs Azure Lane. Azure Lane's doing very well these days. I'm flying through this product. It's because there's a lot of very hot ladies in this set. Not the common and commons. You got to pull a super rare. Yeah, you got to pull a super rare. There's about, it feels like there's 2 to 3 super rares in a box. Probably 3. Depression can come out of nowhere and steal your happiness. It's a serious disease, man. It's a serious problem. I think a lot of people struggle with depression these days. We're fat. We don't eat anything healthy. We don't get sunshine. We work meaningless jobs so that we can buy a tiny, tiny, tiny home or barely pay rent. And we're disconnected from people more than ever. So we don't see each other in person. We don't touch each other. We don't hang out. They had all that before the internet, right? So when you were young in the 90s, there was no internet. So you played football with each other and tackled each other and stuff like that, you know? And you had girlfriends. Guys don't get girlfriends anymore. They stay home and watch anime. We're opening anime. So, look, I mean, you can have both things. It's just that you need to go get the other thing. You need to go have a girlfriend and all that. Sometimes there's no reason why you're depressed. I hear you. I think that a lot of the rise in depression, though, is accounted by all these things we're doing in life. No sunshine, no muscles. You got no testosterone anymore. Testosterone makes a man happy. You're not getting sex. You're all alone and disconnected on your cell phone. And then you're playing League of Legends your whole day. And yeah, and that's it. And then you go back to your meaningless job. Work was always meaningless. Not like it was more meaningful in the past. But in the past, you had more relationships. You're closer to people, like literally. Even with the girlfriend and have a social life, you could still be depressed. Right, I hear you. But I'm trying to tell you, my view is that the increase in depression can be closely related to technology. So we've had these changes in technology. Video games are new. Internet is new. Cell phones are new. And I think that actually leads a lot of the new depression, not the old depression people already had in the past. The new depression. You know, if you want to say it's a biological thing, your brain health is dependent on what you feed it. Right. Not just that, but like if you're not going outside and getting some fresh air and throwing a ball around or climbing some mountains or doing something like that, that really does lead to depression. Depression got a firmware update? Is it really disease, though? Yeah, you could call it a brain disease. All right, Thomas Hogue, new bag. Okay, here we go. This is why these cards are popular right here. You guys seeing this? This is ridiculous. Look at this cake, dude. This is why people are buying the card. Look at that cake. And this sundae? Holy Jesus. I think this girl is eating it, though. Look, she's got a fork. She says, you want a fork? And and you go, yeah, I'll fork. So, what we got next? We got... Okay. I learned what seasonal depression is in the winter. It's intense. Damn, what a stack. Yeah. Pretty much a lot of these cards are, a lot of the holos are not that exciting, to be honest. It's these super rares, man, like this. Okay. So here's a super rare. They understand sexiness. That's all it is. Look at this. All right. Very nice. So these are going to continue to be popular for a while. People are going to chase after these super rares. Mikey says, no more mod. Now, you know, it was just to tease the other Mikey, right? Whoa! Damn, dude, you're pulling tons of these. So here's another one. She's just doing her cheerleading or something. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's nuts. Crazy. Something tells me these are going to keep selling for a while. Oh my God. He just got a 4th one. Holy cow, man. You're having a fantastic round. That's sexy. I love the bunny outfit, actually. Yeah, if you're a girl and you're listening, bunny outfits are very hot. Get what you want. Wear a bunny outfit. Say, will you buy me Pokemon cards? And I'll say, I don't know. You wearing a bunny outfit? There we go. Sometimes you can lead a man around by his sexuality, by his needs. There we go. All right, very good. Very good. Right, isn't that what all the girls in the TV shows and the movies figure out? There's always some girl who's like sexy and she knows it. She uses it like a weapon. That's a real thing. That really exists in real life. That's what OnlyFans is. You like Babs Bunny? No, because she's an animal. I like humans. You got it crazy out there. I like animals. Furry. Blah, 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 blah. If my girlfriend wore a bunny outfit, I'd probably never show up to the stream. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that modest girlfriends don't always understand what they could have from their boyfriend or husband if they knew how to twist them around their finger. Thomas Hogg, let me grab your bag. It's a skill. I think it's a skill. It's like a social skill. Girls are not born with that skill because it's kind of like requires a higher understanding, I think. Oh, he said new bag. Well, I think that was a great order for you. Don't you think, Thomas? You did pretty good there. Lola Bunny, put some respect on that name. Haven't smoked Girl Scout cookies in a while. I'd hit Lola. They remade Lola. They said, you know what? This Lola character is too desirable. We need to make her less desirable. It's like if they took He-Man and turned him into a beta male. Why? Well, you know, too many women found He-Man strong and attractive. So what's the problem? We can't have that. It diminishes men. It's like, you care a lot more than a lot of other people do. It's like insecurity, isn't it? That's like an insecurity, being afraid to be attractive. Like, what does it say about you that you hate that this character looks so good? Well, you're just afraid that you don't look that good. That's all it is. You're looking at it and saying, I'll never be that ideal. It's like, well, some people are actually. Some people in the world really do look that attractive. Like He-Man, he exists out there. There's guys out there that look like He-Man. They really do exist. And I'm tired of the whole, oh, well, we need to have a role model that's realistic. No. No, the point of the role model is they're ideal so that we can all strive to be better. They're the image of the ideal. That is the whole point. There we go. Hello. They set like a high point for us to look at. It was a good round. Thanks, mister. They did not do that with He-Man. TCC, if you boof it, it's free. Babs Bunny exists. I've seen those types of women. Right, with the huge titties and the tiny waist. And you're like, that's ridiculous. And then now we've got social media. And guess what? Those women do exist. And they rise to the top of the algorithm all on their own. It's like, damn, dude. That's unrealistic standards. It's like, what? I thought that they were right. I thought that it's like, oh, those women just don't exist. They do, actually. There are women like that. They're just rare. That's all. All right. So, Halil. Halil. They exist and they're not for you. They're for the streets. Because they got every man in their pocket on the internet. Here we are. It's good to be a woman. Glad I'd classify as one. Oh my God. I'm a woman. Thank you, Mr. Halil. I appreciate it, man. Is that One Piece? That is One Piece. Brad Bettle, toward my SLAB-AWAY. $30. Thank you, Brad. I'm ready for you, Brad. You know that sound effect? We need to get that sound effect on the stream. We're heading over to SLAB-AWAY. Brad Bettle Blastoise. And he sent 30, so it goes down to $8.25. Thank you very much. Brandon Galligan, $100 toward my SLAB-AWAY. Well. Brandon Galligan, you're going down to $200. Thank you very much. That was easy. Eric Tavares, can I get $100 off my SLAB-AWAY? Wow, 3 in a row. Eric Tavares. Here it is. Base set booster coming down to $300. Thank you very much. and 1 live costume. Here we go. I'm Thomas Hogg. I'll grade those cards if you throw it in my commons. Oh man, I'd rather throw the commons away, man. You want to send for shipping though? If you send for shipping, I'll go grab them and we can ship right now. And then you could keep your commons. That would work. There's Eric. I'm not trying to keep your commons from you. It's just that I mean, look at this stack, dude. You see this stack right here? This stack exists because there's no more room in the boxes. Does that make sense? So I can't even, there's no more room. I just can't do commons, man. There's just not room. There's no room at the inn, Mary. Eric Tavares. Here we are, Eric. Yeah, these boxes are full. Look at these. These bags are stacked on top of the other bags. It's like a mess. I wish I could get a much larger table, but you know, that actually, I thought about it. That wouldn't help that much. Look at this. See up there, there's actually an empty spot. Why don't I put anything there? Because I can't reach it. So there's a limited range that my arms can reach anyways. I thought about maybe a deeper table though, and I can have like specialized boxes that are real deep. So I've thought about that, but yeah, I mean, it's full, man. It's full over here. There is a finite amount of space on this table. It's really true. And we've hit it. We're at that point now. So Halil, 6 mighty enemy. You got it, Halil. Here we go. You're a boss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We did actually get the nighttime stream in last night, guys. I was late. I don't want to be late anymore, though. Who grades Sneaker Bunkos? What do you think of Ohio? Made in Ohio. Made in woo. Why haven't you just set a date where people have to ship? Well, I can't force you to ship necessarily. You have to voluntarily send me the money. I can say you're required to ship by a certain date, I guess. Here we go. One of the benefits of shopping on this channel, you don't have to ship. So if you're somebody who plans to open stuff long term, you can avoid those shipping fees over and over again by just waiting until you have a lot of stuff. All right, here's a hollow. Here's... Oh! Whoa, chef! Hey, he's fancy looking. Nice job, man. That's definitely a hit. Okay, 2 hollows. I bought 2 old maid decks, and all the cards are off center. Is that normal? That is how it goes, man. So it's like, that's part of the cost. So now if you're trying to grade some of them, because if you're worried about the centering, then you're thinking about grading, your cost doubled. Now you got to buy another deck and try again. And then you got to pay the grading fee too. So you're paying X amount per card. You're paying that grading fee. And then you got to get somebody to buy the card from you, maybe off eBay, and pay eBay's 13% shipping fee, or final value fee. I'm sorry. I'm so tired of coughing. I'm so tired of coughing in here. Dude, I cannot breathe. It is crazy in here. What is going on, man? It is tough to make money on flipping cards. It can be very tough unless you found some trick. And one of the tricks I've found is that when I sell everything to you guys direct, I never pay that 13% eBay fee. So that's kind of a big deal. I mean, 13%, that's like 13% profit basically that I would have never made on eBay. So this is a big deal, being able to skip that eBay fee. And it's a big part of how I'm making my money. Ooh, look at this. Look at this beautiful Superior. This graded 9. How did it grade 9? It's such a nice card. Now I can see it though. See the back of the card? 2 off center on the back. Wonder if that would have had a shot at a 10 with PSA. Maybe not. PSA, you know, they grade the backs of cards less harsh, which is tempting to do, but here we go. eBay sucks dog water. That's right. So I give this advice out all the time. Make sure you have an Instagram account, guys. And then when you list stuff on eBay, you need to make sure your eBay and your Instagram have the same name, and you need to try to move the business over to Instagram all the time. That's how you save money. You do the business on social media like Instagram, where you take a picture of every card that you have for sale and you build a name for yourself, okay? Mister, don't you just add the eBay fee and taxes when you price a slab? Not the eBay fee, but lately the tax of, there's a tax of about 6%, yes. Don't you pay like 24% at the end of the year to Uncle Sam? Uncle Sam takes bonkers amounts of money from me. Ow. Sorry, I'm like getting stuck on that cough drop. It got sharp in my mouth. The cough drop did. Yeah, Uncle Sam takes. I pay so much taxes. I have to pay Uncle Sam every month. So I'm charged monthly by my tax person, by the accountant. They automatically send money to the IRS every month, and it is just stupid amounts of money. And I wish we could move to Puerto Rico and avoid all those taxes. I think about it. I talked to John about it today, about moving to Puerto Rico. All right. Let's get this superior price. I'm sure it's like 30 bucks. Click. They're spending your tax money to build your area, mister. Well, that would be really nice if it was true. I actually support that a lot, but it's not true. I pay very little taxes to Missouri. Missouri does not charge a lot of taxes. This is a low tax state. The real money goes to the federal government. That's right. You have the state government, which is little. The federal government is the big boys who's in control of the entire country. So most of that money goes to the federal government. Federal government's not spending any money in Lake of the Ozarks. It sends the money to all the giant socialist states and including red states that are failing. So that's where it doesn't go to Missouri. So yeah, I'm just bleed money, and I think a lot about Puerto Rico. I think a lot about it. Little beach house. Put it in order. I'm excited. Little beach house in Puerto Rico. I heard you only have to live there half the year. So we could live there during the winter and then come back here during the summer or something like that. I don't know. Okay. Alex Suarez, pre-grade appraisal, please. Love the content. Thank you, Alex Suarez. Let's go find your bag. Would you sell the houses you own now? No, I'd probably hold them. I don't think I'd like to live permanently in Puerto Rico. It's too large of a change for me. I would miss Missouri eventually. I would miss Missouri's cool weather in the wintertime for sure. I feel like people who live in areas that never get cold do not understand that the cold weather's desirable sometimes. Not all the time. But having that nice cold air, it's really nice sometimes. Get tired of being hot and sweaty all the time. The nice cold air is relaxing. It's like being in a cool cave when you're sleeping, right? What do you like when you're climbing into bed and you're climbing under the sheets? Do you like the room to be nice and cool, or do you like it to be muggy and hot and sweaty? Well, obviously you like it to be cool. Well, that's what cold weather's like all the time. It's like a permanent coolness. All right, let me look again. I didn't see your bag, Alex. Give me some details about your bag here. So there's benefits to cold weather. Ah, here it is. Alex Suarez. We got one bag. Was that the bag? All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, well, you've got a lot of Fortnite common and commons. I can tell you, as a bag appraisal, I'm not sure I'd bother grading these. You could. I don't know. Maybe they would go for a profit. What do you guys think? You think if you graded these up, these would go for maybe if you take all the girl cards like this? Yeah, I mean, people buy girl cards. You take the girl card and she's in an outfit. But like this, no way. I wouldn't waste money grading that. So I'm not an expert on Fortnite. When I do a bag appraisal, I'm much better at looking at Pokemon. right? So I'm not a Fortnite expert. But yeah, I mean, the girl cards, when they're in their outfits, if you graded all those, even if they were not holographic, all it's got to do is flip into a profit, okay? So it might be worth it. You've got Battlehound Legendary Outfit out of all those cards you open. Let's take a close look at him. All right, I immediately see a problem. This bottom corner is bad. So I would not grade that unless you want to have a lower grade on it. That would grade 7 with me. That would grade 6 with PSA. There you go. I don't know what that would grade with CGC. I didn't see anything else wrong with the pack. I'm sorry, with the card. Alex Suarez. Yeah, like, look, you got this Pirate Bay. Same flaw. So this is a manufacturing flaw is what it is. See that? This occurred during manufacturing. Do all the cards have them? Well, look, this guy doesn't have it. See that? That card's clean. So you could consider this card more. Yeah, this card, well, almost. He's got a little nick right there. That'll be a 9. But how about this one? Yeah, this card's got it all the way. It's got bad corner. Now, this one will probably grade 9 as well. That's more of a nick. You see that? So that's like a bad corner. Yeah, this card looks real nice too. So this one's missing that manufacturing error on the front. Let's see if it's on the back. Nope, this one's real clean. So with this one, you would actually have a shot at a higher grade. That one would have a shot at a 10. But that one will not. This one will turn into 7. It'll be considered damaged. It's got damage from manufacturing, and then a couple of those had an upturned corner, and you could tell they were all the same. They were all the same issue. So whatever caused this caused the upturned corner on the ones that'll grade 9. But lucky for those two cards, they were not as close to whatever caused that impression. So they only got a bad corner, and it won't count as damage. That cough is worrisome. I can't stop coughing, man. Here we are. I coughed when I had COVID. I coughed for like 2 weeks straight. So I might just have COVID. I don't know why I would. Kurt Marino says 1 box of the new One Piece. You got it, Kurt. Kurt Marino. Well, where did I put the other box? Here it is. Kurt Marino. I might have a cold. I don't know. Or it could be mold in this room. Like I said, we're going to have a mold guy over. We can smell something's not right in the house. Something smells really funny right outside the hallway. Your COVID, that only activates in that room. That's a good point, Mike said. I don't really cough in the other rooms. All right, here we are. Are you grading South Park cards? I'll send in for a couple grades. Yes, sir, I'll definitely grade those South Park cards. I would be honored to grade them. South Park, did you guys know South Park's actually my favorite show? That's my favorite thing to watch is South Park. I've binge-watched South Park probably like 30, 40 times. That's how much I've watched it. I absolutely adore that show. Love it. You know, the only thing that makes me sad is that they haven't printed more South Park cards. Smoke weed, it's good for cops. I don't believe that. It's the dead husband in the wall. I knew it. Oh, no, man. They found that before, haven't they? Dead bodies in walls. They found that before. There we go. That's what Wayne Gacy or whatever his name was. That's what he was doing. Hold on, I got mute. Wayne Gacy, he was taking the dead bodies and he was putting them under the house. And he put a ton of dead bodies under his house. He had like a crawl space under his house that he could access from the basement. And he would kill a guy. And then he would stuff them under the house. It was absolutely insane. Here we go. What a absolutely psycho story. And it makes you wonder how many people have done stuff like that and gotten away with it, you know? Like you hear about the kids that go missing. Oh, so-and-so's... Oh, what do we got? What is this? Wanted, dead or alive. Whoa, that's cool, man. SR. Now, that's not SEC. I don't think this is the highest rarity, is it? But that is cool. Look at that artwork. I'm liking that a lot. So I don't think this is the rarest thing you can pull, if I had to guess. Boom, 1 per case. There we go. All right. That's 10K, right? They're just making that up, guys. That's not the actual price of it. Here we are. Very nice. You want to clip on that, Mr. Kurt? That's pretty neat. It's maybe 30,000. Wanted. Who's your favorite character from South Park? I don't have a favorite character. I just like South Park in general. Oh my god, I can't breathe, man. Hold on. He's rich now. There we go. Time to retire. You did it. Oh, drill it. That's right. Drill it. Okay. Never got the notification for the live. I don't like to hear that, Gent. Are you, did you hit the bell, Gent? Here's a hollow. When I breathe in, it makes my throat scratchy. Don't pass out. I used to write South Park fan fictions in 5th grade. And everyone always wanted to hear, I was super cool, bro. Oh, that's funny, man. Person in the walls reminds me of the Telltale Heart from high school. What? There you go. You mean like, that was Edgar Allan Poe, is that right? The Telltale Heart. Here's Hollow Rainbow Guy. Remember, guys, maybe I just have COVID, maybe I just have a cough, but yeah, I don't know, man. We need to have a mold guy out here. This is a new home, right? So it could just have mold or something. Oh, nice. You got this guy, too. So that's 2 hits in 1 box. This gives you an idea of the pull rate. Yep, Poe wrote it. Edgar Allan Poe. Okay, here's a hollow here. How could you catch COVID? You never leave home. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of respiratory illnesses going around. Yeah. Something, man. My wife's not coughing, so if I had an infectious disease, why wouldn't she have it? We smooch, we hold hands. I forgot to write small bag in my order. Am I fired? You're fired, dude. Pack your bags, get your stuff out. You're not special. Get out of here. Got my package. Thanks, mister. Whew. Sounds like it took a while. I'm sorry to hear that. All right. You would have gotten your 2 silver coins or something. That's cool, man. That's for Kurt Marino. Thank you, Kurt. Oh my god, what the F and F, dude? If you don't like America, you can just get out. That's right. If you don't like America, you can just get out. Jared Everett, 5 bulk grades. You got it, Jared. Jared. You need to trump your fired sound effect. I like American coins. Where's Jared Everett? Not here. Must be up top. They took our jobs. Go get Manuka honey. I'm gonna go get some Manuka honey. Everyone's a doctor. You guys, I cannot just move rooms. That will be improbable. So we're gonna be coughing. Maybe I have a cold. You never know. Could just be a cold, guys. People get colds. It's winter. I have no clue. I'm dying from heart disease, and this is the heart disease cough. James Butler. Only thing that's going to fix Mr. Cough is getting that moldy carpet changed. I suspect you could be right about that. If it is mold, it's probably that. Live for the pokies, die for the pokies. Jared, I can't even find your bag. Give me some information about it, Jared. You don't have like a box somewhere, do you? Jake, James, Jacob, James, Jacob, James, Jack, James, Jack, Jason, Jared Everett. Oh my God, dude, there's too many bags, man. Do I grade Sneaker Bunko? I sure do. I sure do. One, two, three, four. Haha, not a. There we go. 5 cards. Remember that mold and bad environment can hurt the cards. Hold on. Woo! I get paid tomorrow. Mom and 5-year-old fall down Niagara Falls. Kid only one found, the only one to survive. Dude, that's tragic, man. I hate to hear that. I literally just tested positive today for COVID. Really? Is this sealed? This is sealed in here. Wow. Headaches, body aches. I will keep that in mind. I mean, COVID stays in your body for like... Doesn't COVID stay in your body for like 2 weeks before you start to get symptoms? I mean, I go to Walmart. Walmart's like a COVID petri dish. That's what I found so stupid about the rules that all the stores had to close except for Walmart. It's like, good, let's all funnel into the biggest place possible so we could all get COVID in one place. It's a petri dish, man, and the people who shop there often do not give an F. They go, I'm shopping at Walmart, dude. I don't care if I get COVID. COVID takes about a week to get symptoms. Yeah, so, I mean, I've been to Walmart plenty of times in the last week. I guess it could be COVID. But I don't know. We'll figure out. If it goes away, we'll know it was just some sort of cough disease. All right, here we are. Jared Everett. Thanks, Jared. There have been so many grades coming in. I want to thank you all for that. It keeps John employed full time. Especially the mail-in grades have played a big role. We got a couple guys who mailed in quite a lot. And I had the same thing. I kept clearing my throat. What is your opinion on mass shooting in this country? So, my opinion is it's serious. It's a serious problem that I think will continue to rise because of men having no purpose, having no outlet for their emotions, having no way to succeed, having no girlfriends, not getting badussy at night, and generally feeling depression and despair and anger and frustration. So I think a lot of it is frustration, by the way. And it's despair and depression to the point where you don't mind killing yourself. And when you reach that point that you don't care about killing yourself, you don't care about killing other people too, is generally what's going to happen. So some men will just commit suicide all by themselves. Others will say, I'm so angry, I'm going to commit suicide and you're coming with me. And so that's what I believe is happening. And you see an increase in the gun violence, both because people are becoming educated that they can do it. So if you didn't think about doing it, now you are thinking about doing it because it's on the TV. But yeah, so, you know, mass shootings weren't such a big deal in the 1980s. You didn't hear about constant mass shootings, but you hear about it now. So School teaching BS. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of problems, and I think it is affecting men in such a negative way that they are choosing suicide, and some of them choose mass shooting suicide. We can solve it by trying to take guns away. That will likely reduce shootings, just like the Democrats say it will. And Republicans don't want to agree with that or admit it. And that's because Republicans want to keep their guns so that they can protect their freedom. But that's a different issue. So we still got this issue with mass shootings. What do you do when your most dangerous thing in your life is you go to crowded public places? You know, like you get shot at a grocery mall, you get shot at the shopping mall, your kid gets shot at school, right? Like that's one of your bigger risks now, slowly. And you have to do something about it. It's interesting. I feel like we were talking about this earlier in the stream. A lot of this depression is technologically caused. Technology's changed dating severely. In the 1990s, you went out and you met people and you dated that way. And you were just the average local guy and you found the average local girl and you hooked up. And you actually got married and had kids. And that was normal. And now you don't have kids, or you do have kids and you get divorced, and now you're paying alimony, you're paying child support, and then she goes and spends your money and has sex with another guy and teaches your children to hate you. And some of you guys are going through divorce, so I know you're dealing with that kind of stuff right now. And yeah, I mean, a lot of things have changed. Religion's gone. I feel like the internet educated us so well that we're not religious as much anymore, because we know all the good arguments now. We understand the world better. And somehow being well-educated and non-religious, believe it or not, makes you more depressed. So that alone is also an increase in the depression. And yeah, it's a complicated thing. I don't know where it goes from here. I feel like this sounds like a silly solution to you guys, but I think it would make sense if, yeah, I don't know. You know, like I want to say like a government mandated girlfriend, but that's a joke. There's no such thing. There'll never be such a thing. But I wonder if we could increase our female population in the country to the point where it's easier to get a girlfriend. You know what I mean? So I wonder if that would actually work. Isn't that a weird idea? Increase your girl population. So I've thought about that, because I truly believe when a guy is getting sex and he's getting love from a girl, he is not so interested in killing himself and committing mass murder. When a guy is getting love from a girl, he does not care as much about committing a mass suicide. So it could be a sign that men aren't getting any love. You know what I mean? All these shootings. I know it sounds silly, but it's a simple solution, but it might be true. Again, we had guns for a long time. Name me all the mass shootings in 1980. You can't, because there weren't that many. Well, crime was higher then, though, which is funny. But so crime has come down, but mass shootings have gone up. Is it really that hard out there to get love? Yeah, I'd say so. Don't need religion, just need morals. There's not too many good girls out there in this generation. Well, it's complicated because girls don't actually need men so much anymore. Right? Like my wife, she's out there doing a computer job right now. She's totally capable of doing it. She's smart enough. It's a job that requires no muscle. Men were valuable because we were bigger. And that was our biology. That was our evolution for a long time. That's not our evolution anymore. Now, women are just as valuable as men at some of the most important jobs like math and coding. And so they're making big bucks, and they don't really need men for money anymore. And this is a big problem for men. Like, men have to figure out, well, we either need to become extremely wealthy, way more wealthy than the girls, so that they value us again, or we need to have some other way to impress them. So, and it's just not happening. Like there's going to be a group of guys who are taller, stronger, bigger peepee, whatever. And those guys are going to get the girls, and the girls are going to not mess with the loser men, the men that don't have those things. Because if you're already making good money by yourself, why do you need to complicate your life with a man? Like, you want to serve a man? Girls don't want to serve a man if they already make $80,000 a year. That's what women did in the past. They were your sidekick. Women played a lower role in society. They were the sidekick to the man. They were the domestic worker. You stayed home and cleaned poop off the toilet for your husband. That was their role in the past. That's gone now because they can make $80,000. That's over. So you can artificially restrict their ability to get jobs. That's kind of like what they do in Sharia law in the Middle East. They say, well, women have a religious role and they must fulfill it before they can consider working, if they're allowed to work at all. But we're not going to do that here in the United States. There's not going to be a Sharia law in the United States, in my opinion. So I don't know what happens now. Like, you better earn a lot of money, because you're going to have a lot of trouble finding girlfriends, because most girls can do most jobs that guys do now. There's exceptions, construction and all that. You're not going to see as many girls there. But all the high-paying jobs are office jobs. They're brain jobs. So those are the high-paying jobs, are the brain jobs. And girls can do those. So, yeah, it's a real struggle for men. And we are not sending our poor, useless men off to war. We could eliminate a bunch of men in the lower category, the lower hierarchy, by sending them off to die in a war, which is what we did in the past. We're not doing that either. So now we just got a bunch of poor men sitting at home, totally frustrated, no girlfriend, no money. They don't own a big house. They don't feel like that's about to change. They don't feel like life's about to get a lot better. So they pick up a gun and say, I'm going to shoot a bunch of people. And that's exactly what's going on, in my opinion. Joseph Juarez, 2 of the new One Piece. You got it, Joseph. I miss the old days when marriage was real. I like the women that are trash men. What? Trash collector women? That's a real guy job. Trash collector. Girls don't sign up for trash collector generally. That is a guy job. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I've explained it pretty well. I really think that's what's going on. Being a wife is a job. Being a mother is a job. Why would you take the role of being some man's maid, being some man's house servant, being some man's child incubator? Why would you take that job? It's a worse job. And women have voted that way. They're aware of it. I don't want to do those things unless this guy's way better than me. So that's when they take that role. They go, all right, see this guy? He's way better than me. I'll never come close to what he's doing. So I'll be his number 2. I'll be his sidekick. You know what I mean? Purple Urkel says, why not marry an immigrant and give her papers? I 100% believe in that. 100%. My grandmother was Filipino. She's a Filipina, and she's smart, and she was very pretty, and she's got a great personality. You know, I appreciate all that as an adult now. I think back on it. She was a really sweet person. And, yeah, you know, my grandpa decided he'd marry her. And they didn't have all these issues that we're talking about today back then. He must have just met her in the Philippine Islands when he was in the Navy and fell in love, and that's it. But yeah, I mean, marrying girls that don't have the same economic opportunity might be the way forward, guys. Joseph Juarez. It's about dating values, you know? American girls have really high value, and that's a fact. That's not going away. Again, unless you were to implement something artificial. So if all the men stood up today, which we could, by the way, if all the men stood up today and said, nope, women are going to be housewives. Women are going to be number 2. And then we said we're going to create a religious law or just a law that says women got to be number 2. If all the men stood up and did that and took away voting rights and, you know, because I think there's guys that believe in that kind of stuff. If you did that, I think you would go back to like 1950s households. And though I think there would be a certain misery, because girls are pretty acutely aware of what it could be like if those kind of rules weren't implemented. So it just would never work. The cat's out of the bag, you know, that's how it is. If men were a lot smarter than women, if you were smarter than another person, a human being, a girl, and she just couldn't compete with you intellectually, then yeah, once again, it would be like 1950 households. They are playing role number 2 because they're not able to compete with you, but that's not what's really happening. Girls are able to compete. You find them in academia, you find them in high-paying jobs. That's because it turns out a lot of these jobs are just go to school, learn the stupid math and coding or whatever, law or whatever you do in medicine. You know, the dentist who did a lot of my dental work, she was a girl. She probably out there earning like $200,000, $300,000 a year. She's making big girl money. Why would she be number 2 to the average guy? Why would she be his house servant? She never will. She would rather be single. She got all that money. If I was a girl, I'd think the same way. I'm not going to be some guy's housewife. I don't need him. I make tons of money. So the times have changed. They really have. They're not going back either. Daniel L. Dobb. And when you look at these mass shootings, when did TCC turn into a feminist? I'm not a feminist. I'm smart. I'm smart. I see the writing on the wall. I know how things are going. So that's 5 violet, 1 live custom. Here we go, live custom. No bag, new customer. What's up, Daniel? You'll eventually be bored with that. Tons of money, though. I don't necessarily agree with that. Mr. the Fire Leftist. It's called being a domestic engineer. Hashtag me too. I'm not a feminist. I'm smart. No, seriously, guys. I'm not. I'm so sorry. I coughed into the mic there. I'm not, I don't believe in feminism. I don't believe in meninism. I don't believe in male dominance. I don't believe in female dominance. I just believe things are what they are. They're just, you have your ability to affect the world, and the world is what it is. There's reality. That's what I believe in. I believe in reality. And that's what allows you to predict things, by the way. Being closely attuned to reality allows you to predict things. Like, what's going to happen next? What can we make an educated guess on? Well, if you're going to make an educated guess, you got to kind of be able to understand what's going on and be like, what happens next? You know what I mean? I believe we're being used up. Meninism, that's a new one. I'm just saying things. But yeah, so I don't believe in male superiority. I don't believe in female superiority. There's no such thing. It's just outcomes. One group's going to do better than the other, and it's going to go up and down, and it's just outcomes. Okay, so you want men to do a lot better than women. Well, then we just actually have to go out and do better than them. You actually have to be a better engineer. You have to be a better computer scientist. You have to be better at investing. You have to be better at business. That's it. And for guys who go out and do that, guess what? You're not actually going to have trouble with women. You're going to do fine. You are going to go out and there's going to be some girl who will fall in love with you, and you're going to be like, yep, I bring something to the table. The real problem is for men who are not able to do that. So there is a group of men in society, and they don't have that anymore. They might be disabled now. They might have they might need mental help. Okay, so they might need help. They might not be born super high IQ. That's a real thing. You're just not born smart. Sorry. They might not have the childhood that they needed to be in the right place to be successful. So what do you do with those men? Well, if you do nothing with them, my opinion is that some of them will turn into mass suiciders. They're going to kill themselves, and they're going to kill a bunch of you too. And that's where we are today. They figured it out. They said, well, I can't kill another man at war and then take his wife, take the treasure, take the booty. So I can't do that. So I'm just stuck here working at McDonald's every day. And people point at me and laugh and tell me I'm insignificant and I got the worst job and I'm ugly and, and then I'm scrapping by and maybe I'm doing drugs and now you hate me for that too. But my life is so miserable that I'm doing the drugs to feel better about it. And so once you're laughed at enough, you pick up a gun and shoot a bunch of people. That's where we're at, in my opinion. All right, Daniel L. Dobb. Nice to meet you, Daniel. All right, let's see what we got. So, but that's essentially what's going on in my opinion. What is this? I'm going to give you this card. All right. Sweet. Women are great bridge engineers in Florida. Oh, I heard about that. The bridge that collapsed. Well, I don't know about those girls, but I know that my wife is actually an important engineer at her job, and she does do a lot of work for them, and she gets paid very well. And a lot of you guys would not be on her list of men that she would date. And that is increasingly the case for women. Their status in life is so much higher than it used to be. In the 1950s, women didn't out-earn most of men. My wife out-earns most men. That was not the case in the past. Now that it is, why would she would never marry most men. She's just not interested in being his sidekick. And I think it comes back down to that concept that women kind of serve men in a relationship. That's how it works. Women serve men in a relationship. Men want sex quite a lot more than girls do. And men want to be treated like a king, right? That's what we want in a relationship. Why would a girl do that for us? Andrew Bertrand, can you post last night's stream? Hoping to see what I pulled. Andrew, let's grab your bag, Andrew. Here we go. Without something like God, what really is the reason to have morals? I mean, we'd live better and experience a natural selection without them. Andrew Bertrand, here we are. Well, there's a lot that we can talk about on the religious side. I would argue that religion's provided plenty of war, okay? So it's not like we've been living in a paradise because of religion, in my opinion. Here's Wingle, Giratina, Swellow. Mew, what did you actually pull? Oh my God. You had me grade some stuff, I remember that. Oshawott. Huh. So Andrew Bertrand, you must not have pulled very much at all. And we gave you these poker cards, I think. No, I don't remember. Yeah, you must not have pulled very well. Because I don't see anything else in here. Yeah, you must have pulled some stinky ones, man. There you go. All right, Andrew. It's an interesting subject. And I do believe that American men might be well served if they were taught by their fathers or by their education system how to get an international wife. And that sounds kind of cheesy. It sounds like a Russian mail order bride. It's not that cheesy. There's countries that have lovely people in them, but it's a country with very little economic opportunity. And they are much happier being your sidekick, being your wife. They are being stuck over there. And so I think a lot of relationship is what you bring to the table, and you bring your American citizenship to the table. That's the truth. But not for women that already live in America. That's not valuable to them. They've already got that. Brad Bettle, bulk grade 5 South Park cars. Sound good, man. Would America even allow that kind of mass immigration if it became more common? We already do. We already got a lot of immigration. Why would America be against, closeted Republican, xenophobes are the ones most concerned about immigration. They go, wait a second, the people around me need to look like me, and I don't like it when they don't. And I feel kind of negative toward them, super negative maybe. And I get that. I get that they feel that way and all that. But yes, the answer is yes. Americans would accept a lot of immigration. Half of America already does. So let's see which ones. I like this one. Oh, we got to do this one. There we go. Let's see. I understand that feeling too, the fear of being around other people. Most men don't care about a women's career. Whenever people have a mod for a while, they become mod later. I'm eventually going to grade them all. Officer Barbrady. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I mean, some people I think are pickier about what race they're around, basically. Like, look at the Japanese. They're super picky. The Japanese are like, yeah, we accept one race, our own. So you have to accept that that's a human quality to want to be in your own tribe and just your own tribe and no one else's tribe, and don't invite any foreigners into our tribe. That's definitely a human personality trait. You can't get away from it. But, when it comes to immigration, I think even Republican men who are against immigration, for the most part, I think even they could stomach the idea of having a foreigner wife. It's kind of sexy and fun, Have you started a family yet? I'm married, but I don't have any kids yet. Japanese like Japanese and Filipinos. No, the Japanese are horribly racist toward the Filipinos, is what I read. All right, let's see what we got. Everything changes when you're naked in bed, guys. You need to be an equal opportunist when it comes to the bedroom. Here we are. We are so divided. Yeah, humans can be very divided. But, these sort of tribes exist naturally. They occur naturally. It must be a human evolutionary thing. We naturally say, this is my tribe that I take care of, and everyone else is my enemy. I have the opportunity to buy 18 individual XY Evo Sky, Evo Trainer boxes for $185. I never buy ETBs. I'm moving to Japan. I need to buy more South Park cards. These are the South Park cards. I believe they are highly desirable if they grade 10. Look at this one. I mean, you got to look at that one. That's pretty cool. Look at the back of it. Did I win the Scyther? You did. You won it. I don't know what you're talking about, man. We are at an hour and 30 minutes. I'm calling no more orders at this point. So we're going to continue doing daytime streams, but they're going to be shorter. So the daytime stream is shorter now. And so I'm calling no more orders at this point. And we will have a nighttime stream that will go on much longer than this. So be sure to join us then. A lot of ranting in this stream about depression, about the problem of mass shooting. Right now, they have guns in Switzerland, but not really the mass shootings that we have. So it's possible for your society to be armed and not shoot each other. And how is that possible? Well, you need a lot of people who are not into crime and not in a position to commit crime either. And also people who are not suffering from severe, crippling depression and loneliness to the point where they commit a mass killing suicide. So, in other words, it's like what the Republicans say. If you had the right people with the guns, you wouldn't have a problem. They say it's a people person. But the Democrats are a bit more pragmatic in the sense that they know that's not about to change. You're not about to get nice, happy people who never commit a mass suicide. They never commit crime again. It's just not going to happen. So the Democrats are being more pragmatic when they say you could lower mass shootings by just removing guns. That's actually pragmatic, and the Republicans don't like to admit that. The reason Republicans won't admit that has got nothing to do with the mass shootings. It has a lot more to do with the fact that they don't want to give up a right that was given to them by the founding fathers. See, that has nothing to do with mass shootings. And they don't want to give up the ability to potentially overthrow the government. So those two things, the Republicans won't give those up. Here's Alex Suarez, Scarlet Violet promo. You got it, man. Let's see. They have a lot of paranoia about the government becoming tyrannical. It's not that unbelievable even. You know what I mean? Like recent history shows us that governments that don't fear their people seem to be governments that are more controlling, more centralized with their power usage. Canada recently, with the way they happily shut down people's bank accounts when they protested with the trucks. But you know, you have countries where the people have very little power and the government has a lot of power, and those countries just seem less appeasing. Like, I don't like the surveillance state of China. I don't like what they did during COVID lockdowns. It was too extreme. And I feel like that's an example of what it would be like if the people had very little power and the government had a ton of power. So maybe a highly centralized government, it runs more efficiently than a democracy. I don't know. Maybe it does. But on the other hand, maybe the quality of life is lower for each individual citizen. I'm not sure. All right, Alex Suarez, Scarlet Violet promo, and sent to grading. I think that's an express grade. You ready? But people having power is not a good thing. That's a complicated question, Calvin Chu. That's the question that we ask. I'm not sure. Sometimes in America, sometimes I question, like, why should Americans have the right to vote? You know what I mean? Like, is democracy such a good thing? The founding fathers of America actually said they did not trust democracy because they studied Greece and they studied the fall of Rome. And they said, you can't let people vote because people will vote stupid. That's literally what they said. In a nutshell, they said people will vote stupid. And Democrats want to increase who can vote. They want to increase it to 15-year-olds and the criminals. And I think it's because they know that the 15-year-olds and the criminals would vote for Democrats, of course. They're not going to, Democrats are not working their asses off to help people who would vote Republican vote. That's like, it doesn't make any sense. So they're helping the groups that they believe will vote Democrat. And surprise, surprise, it's criminals and it's kids would vote Democrat. So that's kind of a glaring sign, if you ask me. But anyways, that's an increase in the what do they call that? That's an increase in the voting rights of people. And you'd think that would be a good thing for everyone to vote. And yet you start to realize, like, why would we let a 15-year-old vote? That's ridiculous. Do Donzo. I meant to say 18 individual 8-packs. Is that a good deal? Evo Skies, Evolving Skies, I don't know. It's a good deal if Umbreon pops out, but what are your real odds of that? Next up, we've got To Refresh. No more orders, guys. Shoe Calvin 5 live customs. You got it, man. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, double hits, you say. All right, your lucky day, man. Hopefully something real good here. Oh, wow, dude. So that's the silver coin. Let's see what this is. That's a big pull, by the way. Very nice. That's this guy. So this is valued at about 140 bucks, roughly. So that's your silver coin. If you don't want it, I'll buy it back for $80. There we go. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Shoe Calvin. You can take that money and put it towards your SLAB-AWAY or something. That's a dragon on that coin, and it is a 2-ounce coin graded MS69. You're also you can feel very confident that it's authentic. It's in an NGC encapsulated holder. He said, give it to Mike's side. I got the black lung, Pop. Oh, wait a second. What was the other card? Threw that too fast, didn't I? Number 079. All right, we're looking for 079. What is that? Oh, so that one's not very impressive. That's a little 9.5 Galarian Moltres. That one's just a little fun thing, isn't it? I probably put that in the box for like 20 bucks. I learned a lot from your Pokemon 2022 prediction video, TCC. Good video. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. You know, I haven't made one of those in a long time. I think if I made daily videos like that, like 40 minutes long, I'd probably grow this channel way faster, but I maximize my time usage with just streaming. So it's like I don't have time to make the videos afterwards. Mister, get a hazmat suit for the next stream. I'm gonna get a hazmat suit. Oops. No, my coin says Gant. We're going to put that coin back in there. We can do 10 minutes instead of 40. Make charts and explain the economics of the Pokemon market. All right, there we go. Oh, it says 2 more orders. Let's see what those are real fast. Laura Thompson, just looking to get my card shipped. This is my first shipment. Okay, we'll do that real fast. So Laura Thompson wants to be shipped out. Might as well do this now because nobody wants to watch shipping in the beginning of the next stream. More fun when we get a pack opening order. Boy, people went nuts for those Star Wars cards like a week ago. Yeah, I won. Porter, I know you missed the 90s. No more orders, guys. I won't service them if you send them in because we got to wrap up. I got to go. That's Lee, Luke, Lucas, Laura Thompson. Here we are, Laura. Oh, you ordered a while ago. Why is this stream so short? The daytime streams are going to be a real short thing from now on. All right, Laura Thompson. Mister, you do any shipping the last couple days? Yeah, we've done shipping. I mean, John's supposed to ship every day. So I have Mr. John helping me with the shipping, and I hand him the packages every day. So there's no reason why it shouldn't go out. I'm going to start making orders starting next month. What do you recommend pack-wise to open? Well, that's a real tricky question. I would open what interests you the most. If you're asking about what's going to make me the most money, that's hard to say. It's funny because you can open the set that you believe is going to make you the most money and pull all cold pulls. Then you can go to a stinky box, but if you hit the hit over there, now you're rich. So opening packs is really a gamble. If you didn't want to gamble, I would pick out your favorite card off the table and put it in the SLAB-AWAY and just make payments on it over time. Now, that's not as exciting as gambling, but it's a way to get, it's a way to protect the value of your money that you're spending, right? So let's say you were to buy this Magnemite and pay it down over time, he'd probably be worth $250, right? You haven't really lost your money. It's just in a card now. And so that's a lot safer than opening packs. It is. That's the bottom line. You've removed the gambling. And if you want to know how I collect, that's basically what I do. I just buy slabs. I don't really open a lot of packs. But if I were you, the Topps packs are pretty good. You know why? Because every Topps pack comes with a holographic card. And if that grades 10, that's good money. I mean, that's really good money if it grades 10. And then the commons, those are all gradable too. And some of those commons earn you like $100 if they grade 10. So the possibility for the Topps packs to earn you back your money, I think, are pretty high. It's one of the reasons why they move so quickly. I think other people understand this calculation as well. The poker cards is another one. So the poker cards are these guys right here. So these poker cards, they're usually in very high quality condition. And if this were to grade 10, I don't think you have a high pop count on them, and you might actually be able to flip it for a pretty good amount. So poker cards, you could open the Pokebuzz for raw cards. The live customs are actually a pretty good gamble. You know, when you open booster packs with me, you overpay for them a little bit because that's how I make money on regular product. The live customs are not designed that way. I just take the market price of the item and split it up by $20. Uh-oh. Did you see the blinking? So anyways, I like the live custom. The problem with the live custom is you can lose a lot of money if you don't actually win the gamble in the live customs. You know what I mean? How far along is the cosmic break? It's moving pretty slow. Let's set the end of the cosmic break to, what's today's? Today's Thursday. So this ends on Friday. So we're opening this Friday night no matter what. This will end on the Friday night stream. Cosmic break. I need a beer. Yeah. All right, so Laura shipped Arthur Bricker, one of the Top Series 2. So here's a Top Series 2 booster pack. And Arthur Bricker's hoping to pull the Rainbow Gengar out of it. Daytime or nighttime, what do you prefer? Honestly, the daytime streams are easier. And they're easier because I'm not tired. During the nighttime stream, I'm real tired because I go to sleep right after it ends. So I struggle to have the same brain power, the same reaction times, and even to feel awake. You'll hear me yawning. Oh, no. That's a bad one. That's a bad one because it's a sticker card. But this is pretty nice. Are you all okay? That's a nice card. So he's opened this Topps pack, and he might be able to make his money back on grading cards like this one. If this, let's say you sent this to PSA and it graded 10. Well, even though it's a non-holo, you might be able to sell it for about $50. And if you could do that with a couple cards in this pack, like, look, here's the Slowbro. And let's say you got a pristine grade at CGC, you might be able to ask for more than $50. So like, let's say you got this cool looking Slowbro. He's a popular Pokemon, right? Slowbro is. So let's say this graded pristine with CGC, which is higher than PSA 10, you might be able to ask $80 for that Slowbro. And somebody might actually buy it because it's so nice and so hard to grade. And so that's the value. Oop, that's the value of these cards. That's okay. He can tip over. All right, there we go. Daytime people don't love you enough. They don't even leave a like. Well, we get a much smaller audience during the daytime, and there's a good reason for that. Everyone's at work. Oh, the music's over. No more orders, guys. So here we go. We got to peel this sticker. These stickers stick like crazy. There you go. Ruined, man. So Unfortunately, one of the things that the Topps pack suffers with is the cards stick together. And so that determines a lot of how much money you have the potential to make out of the box. This was a very sticky pack for Arthur Bricker. I'm sorry, Arthur. I think the night, but it ends on my way to work. Arthur Bricker. That hurts, says Lou. Whenever you see those sticker cards attached to your pack, it means you got a bad pack, actually. And I think there's about 4 stickers in a box, so he just got very unlucky. That's the worst sticker yet. Yeah, they're all bad. Yeah, they're all bad. None of them are good. Let me make sure we didn't miss any Zelle orders. Guys, I had a lot of fun. I'll see you next time. I'm tripping on words there. 100 minutes. That means we went for 60, 40. So we went for about almost 2 hours. Yeah, we don't want to go that long. We want to go less than 2 hours. See you later.